everybody. I am here to talk to you about quitting coffee and my journey so far. I decided to quit coffee because I knew something was wrong. I was drinking a lot of coffee, seemed to be getting less and less energy. I started to get concerned about lack of energy, so I'm thinking, oh no, does this like come with age? Like, what's going on? Because I'm usually pretty ambitious, have a lot of energy, and kind of wear people out. It had been concerning me, not to mention the massive frequent having to go to the bathroom, the near misses. Again, I'm saying that I'm an older lady. I've had 3 kids. I guess this is life. This is what happens. Then I was having sort of like heart palpitations. My blood pressure is pretty good, and I don't have high blood pressure, but I noticed it was starting to go up just a little. Then, within 1 month, 2 very close friends had heart bypass surgeries. And I was like, yeah, all of this, I think I'm going to stop drinking coffee. In the afternoon, I'd have a cup of coffee. Didn't do much. If I did not have the coffee and I tried to take a nap, I couldn't. But I'm tired, but I can't. It was a very mixed bag of not the most pleasant stuff going on. I've heard people like, oh, don't go cold turkey, it'll be too painful, and then you'll go back, just drink green tea, or go to, like decaf, or, wean it down, whatever. And I thought to myself, you're going to go through some kind of feeling. You're going to go through a something. Yes, I suppose it could be lessened, but if you tell me we'll just have 2 cups on one day, or 1 week, a day, 2 cups a day, and then go down to 1 cup, I'm going to have more than that. It's like, do you tell an alcoholic, well, wean your beers down? No, I don't think so. So I decided to go cold turkey. I don't regret it. I knew I was in for it. Right now I'm working per diem, so I had the advantage of having like 3 or 4 days off in between the 2 shifts that I had that week. I was in bed the whole time. I watched TV, I watched YouTube, I got up and ate, I went to the bathroom, didn't talk much. Two of my adult kids, we all lived together. But I was ready for it. I had the availability, so that's what I did. And it was somewhat tolerable. But one thing I did notice, as I would lay in bed and roll around and catch sleep or whatever, my stomach, I felt so queasy. My stomach was what was really bothering me. Yeah, the first day, well, actually the start of the second day, I got a dull headache. And that's okay. I expected that. That was the most of the headache. I think any other residual headache was because I was just laying in bed, really sucking it up and watching movies and whatnot. But the queasiness, I did lose about 5 pounds because I had no desire to eat. It was almost forced, like a flu. It was like a flu. Of course, I was tired, had that headache thing, the queasiness. I do recall my legs being very weak. I'm on 3 weeks, pushing 4 weeks right now, no caffeine, and I'm better. But in that first week to 2 weeks, I remember my legs feeling weak, like jello-y, like, oh, I gotta go up this stairs, I don't have the, can you go downstairs and get this for me? There was just no energy, no zip. And I was like, oh, but I'll stay like this. And on day 4 or 5, I think it was day 4, I had to do a first shift. And I was like, oh God, help me. I hope I can do this. Well, I can tell you, for that shift, I had to get up at like 4:30. I got up right away. I felt very refreshed. Didn't have the desire for coffee. I was not going to have one. And I felt pretty refreshed. And wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was like, okay, I can do this. I went through my whole shift. I was a little nervous about it because that Keurig is there for me. Someone even repaired it for me. And I had coffee pods there and everything. And I didn't have the desire for it. What I did do is brought herbal tea with me, which is fine. I like herbal tea. I would drink that anyway. And because I like the warm, hot beverage feel, drinking it. Not even with lemon or anything. I just like the feeling of drinking that warm water. And I find it very soothing. And maybe that's what I was looking for all along. Because we do get thirsty, whether we realize it or not. Unfortunately, we all know that we don't hydrate as well as we should. But I'm very happy with warm water. Yeah, I went to work, I managed, I was okay. There's a little bit of, I don't know if I would call it depression, sadness, lethargic, just kind of like, blah. You know, I have spurts of it coming back, you know, my energy, because I'm pretty sparky and energetic and go. Sparks of that are coming back. It's been ebbing and flowing. So that's good news. It's not like gone forever. My birthday was in between that. Ugh, bad timing. Well, I got all kinds of butt hurt because we were having 2 celebration days for my birthday. We all do shift work, my family. So we were all getting together on the one universal day, and 2 days later was my actual real birthday. Well, my daughter was saving she was going to put up decorations on my real birthday, but the party part is 2 days before. So I woke up and they weren't there. Well, that just ruined my day. That ruined my day. My poor daughter got the brunt of that. She said, I'm going to leave you be for a couple days and let you work through this, you know. God bless her. So maybe about a week later said, I'm sorry, I'm just not right. I even felt sick. You know, and then on the day of my birthday, 2 days later, I heard her getting up and bustling around. She was going to make a cake. I was like, oh no, don't do that. No offense. I don't want it. I don't want it. I can't stomach it. And what did I do? We went out to dinner. I don't think I'm going to go to that place anymore. I found out that I'm not too fond of it. But the food, you know, you can eat it, but didn't sit well with me. And it was the fullest meal I had in a week, and oh, it made me sour. So, yeah, that was tough. The first week was the toughest, week and a half. 2 weeks was still getting better, but still in the tough zone. 3 weeks, I still feel the ebb and flow coming and going. Mother's Day came, I got butt hurt again because, again, shift work. Someone thought I was working on shift, first shift that day. I wasn't. One of my kids couldn't make it, plus he also had a cold. Yeah, so I got very hurt about that. I'm like, is it coffee or is it situational? I think there's some situational, but everything like that just seems amplified. That's the part about the quitting coffee I wasn't ready for. So, like I said, it's ebbing and flowing. It's getting a little better. Oh, and something else happened. While I was having my flu symptoms, I didn't feel creative at all. I didn't post anything on YouTube. Now my channel is called Pat of All Trades. I do a lot of different things. My latest hobby is painting with acrylics. There's a lot of that recently, but I do home repairs, gardening, ride my motorcycle, my animals. I do a lot of stuff, whatever pops up. You know, I just bought a new sewing machine. I haven't done any of that yet. I haven't even used the machine yet. No desire. And so far as making video, I didn't want to get up and paint. I love painting. I'm like, yay, I got a couple hours. I'm going to go paint. Care less. I don't want to get out of the bed. I did shower. I did do that. Oh, I didn't post anything. I was doing like maybe 3 shorts a week, 2 or 3 longs a week, because I'm building my channel. Well, I didn't do anything. I said, YouTube's just gonna have to wait for a week. And when I got back, it's like I was a ghost. When I started posting stuff again, oh my God, Mr. Algorithm doesn't like me anymore. So I'm dealing with that. A few videos got some bump ups, but for the most part, it just hasn't been so well. So you know what? I said, let me post about that. Let me post about that. So this is a coffee post, and some things took a little hit, like YouTube, like my celebration butt hurts. Everyone's been tolerant of me, but I am very happy that I stopped the coffee, because I realized more. Now, I'm not going to get into too much scientific stuff. You can find that everywhere, all over the internet. When I realized that you're messing up your adrenal glands, I don't want my adrenals messed up. I've had them for 64 years. I'd like to keep them just fine, thank you. I also found out that the reason you get the headaches is there's less blood flow to your brain, because those vessels get constricted with the caffeine consumption. And I was like, well, that's nasty. You get like up to 22% less oxygen in your brain. Wow. Gives new meaning to the word airhead, huh? So I was like, that's just terrible that I induce that on myself every day. You get the headache because your body is readjusting and rearranging, and the vessels are expanding again, which is a good thing. You're getting all your blood flow and your oxygen back. So I was like, bring it, give me that headache. I want my vessels back. When I looked at it that way. And something else I did was I watched a lot of YouTube on quitting coffee, and that really helped me, and it helped to confirm my goal, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I used to say I really liked the taste. The taste was starting to get nasty to me. I seemed to be like in a constant crash. Now, I really abused it. So I'm going to tell you what my typical day was. I would drink, I'd get up, have a cup of coffee, feed the cats. I'm just going to sit down for a minute. It's me time. And I'd have coffee. It was really procrastinating. So I'd have coffee. But they're small cups. So I'd have another one. And then while I'm getting dressed or, get ready, I'd have another one. And then I'd make 2 cups of coffee in my thermos to go with, which I would drink on the way to work, likely, or drink at work. And I probably had 2 more easily, sometimes 3. Like, say, on an afternoon shift. Sometimes I'd wake up at 4 in the morning. It's like, oh, I don't have to go to work today. I don't have to get up at 4:30. But I'm awake anyway, so I'd have a coffee. So when you think about it, I was having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm embarrassed. It was a lot. I would say minimum 6 a day, 6 to 8. Now they say, I think, don't quote me, look it up yourself. I think there's like 90 milligrams in a cup of coffee. Wow, that's a lot. No wonder why I was nauseous. Stopping. I think those energy drinks have like 200 or 300 in each of those drinks, or something like that. Again, you got to research it. So whatever your goals are for quitting, just remember why, or even if it's curiosity. And if you get pains and discomfort and all kinds of crap from stopping it, that's a really strong telltale of how this thing has you addicted. So consider that. The damages that are being done to you because of it are the symptoms that you're feeling now. Your body wouldn't be talking to you like that if something wasn't happening to it because of the caffeine. I drink water. Now, I turned into one of those people. I actually crave water. I really am pleased. The outcome of everything, still ebbing and flowing. I just kind of stick to myself. I pray when I get the emotional dips. But like I said, it's ebbing and flowing, and I think it's all worth it. And I don't want a cortisol belly. Not for nothing, I lost about 5 pounds during this process, so It's brought me to where my work pants are a little bit baggy. I was working in the yard. I was bending over doing gardening. I was like, whoa, can't do that. I got to change my pants. So, yeah, there's good stuff. Just keep your attitude good, and think about your goals, and watch a lot of YouTube in the process. See other people's struggles, and it really, really helps. A daily dose of that. Well, I got a lot of doses of it. I watched a lot of YouTube when I was detoxing. Oh yeah, how about your poor liver? Oh my goodness. If you like coffee, you drink it, and you're that 1 or 2 cup and this and that, yeah, go for it. It's all a personal choice. What I'm referencing to right now is my journey, why I didn't want to do it, how it was coming off for me, and the benefits from it so far I've seen. I remember even a couple years ago going, why are my eyes so gray underneath? Like, they're just so like black, they're just so gray. Well, it must be shift work, or, oh, you're getting older. Nope. I used to get a lot of cover up and put it under my eyes. I got no cover up. Look at this. And my eyes are less puffy too. Maybe because I'm getting more sleep. When I do sleep, I notice I sleep better. But look, there's no gray and there's no makeup under my eyes. I'm like, this is really cool. A lot of things are coming out of the closet. A lot of good stuff. Some other good benefits are I don't have to go to the bathroom as frequently as I did. And it's just normal. A thought comes and you go, I should probably go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom, you do your business, you're done. Whereas before it was urgent. Not going to lie, a lot of times maybe I couldn't make it. And that's very disturbing. I was told a couple years ago by a urologist that I need to take a medicine because after having 3 kids and a hysterectomy and your bladder drops and this and that, I stopped drinking coffee. That situation's gone. Also, I don't have any heart palpitations anymore either. If you're thinking about it, give it a shot, decide how you want to do it, and watch your YouTube friends to keep support for yourself. It is real. Your symptoms are real. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. My less views channel needs some help now, and I would love to do this full time. So give me some likes, give me some subscribes. I'd really appreciate it. Keep your eyes open. I will be posting more. Thanks. Have a good day.